Hi, I'm Naomi. I'm from the Beta Zeta chapter of AE5 at the University of Central Florida, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to paint a sunset. First I'm going to go through the materials that I'm using. I have a canvas, but you can use any sheet of paper. I have pink, red, orange, yellow, blue, purple, and then black. These are the colors that I picked, but you can use any color that you want. Sunsets all look different, but we will need the black for the trees and the island. I have a plastic paint palette, but you can use a paper plate, a paper towel, anything like that. And then I have a bigger brush and a smaller brush, and another big brush, and a bowl of water to wash my paintbrush. Okay, so now we're going to start with a pencil, and you're going to just draw a horizontal line in the middle of your canvas. It can be in the middle, it can be a little bit lower, but generally in the middle of your canvas, just draw a horizontal line. Then a little bit above the horizontal line, you want to draw a thin circle. Make sure your pencil is light so that once you paint over it, it'll hide. So you're just going to have your line and your circle, and then we're going to start with the yellow.
I like how you said
And
the sun would be
paint your yellow above. All the painting we're doing right now is above the horizontal line, so paint your yellow above the horizontal line and around your sun. Don't paint in your sun, but it's okay if you get a little paint in there because it's okay, it's not perfect. Paint a little bit above it and get a good amount of yellow on there because yellow is the biggest color in a sunset. And then once you're done with the yellow, you're going to add a little bit of orange. You can wash your brush off, you don't have to. It's all going to get blended together anyway. So you're going to do a line of orange just like you did with the yellow, and then once you get that line, you want to blend it into the yellow a little bit so it all kind of works together, but again, don't paint in your circle. Then once you're done with the yellow, once you're done with the orange, take your pink and do the same thing. Pink. Oops. Once you get your strip of pink, you're going to blend it into the orange a little bit. And go all the way down into your yellow again. And once you're done with the pink, you're going to start with a little bit of red at the very edge of your pink, red, and it should be getting darker as you go up. And then after the little bit of red, we're going to add purple. I mixed my purple with a little bit of white because it was super dark. And we're not, oops, there was still red. So add purple and paint your strip of purple, and then blend it into your red a little bit so that your sunset just kind of flows. And you can go back. I just picked more pink, and I'm going to wash off my brush a little bit. And I have paper towels here. You can dab your brush so that it's not dripping water all over, and I'm just going to go back with the pink and blend everything in again, but so far so good. And you can go back with the yellow. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a sunset and sunsets aren't perfect. And then while we let that dry, we're going to start on the bottom. So wash your brush off. And we're going to put it, now you're going to take your pencil and you're going to draw an island. It can be however you want it to look, but make sure you have one side that's a little bit higher than the other side because you're going to be adding your palm trees onto this side like we have over here. So now you're going to take your brush and you're going to take the purple and start over on this side. Try not to cross the horizontal line that you painted and try not to paint inside of your island. It's okay if you get a little paint in there because the black will cover it, but try not to paint inside the island. Then you're going to get a little bit of blue and do the same blending that we did before with the other colors. And blend it all together. And then wash off your brush, or use a different brush, but wash it off, dab it on the paper towel, and then you're going to go on the other side and do red. Again, try not to cross your horizontal line and try not to paint over your island. You want to go all the way down with the red, and then you're going to take a little bit of orange and blend that into the red. So it kind of looks like you have two competing sides. But now you're going to wash your brush off. Really wash it off. And take your pink, lots of pink, and you're going to blend in both sides. And this takes a little bit to get both sides blended because the blue kind of dried a little, so you can add a little bit to reactivate it. Take more pink and blend it in. You want to get all the way up to your horizontal line, but try not to cross it. You can add orange, you can add more red. You just want to blend it all together. Then, once that dries a little bit, wipe off your brush or take a new brush. I'm going to take a new brush. And take your yellow and put a significant amount of yellow. And then you're going to go in and create little lines with your yellow that kind of make a triangle. You can blend it all in. And add more. And then wipe your brush off again. It doesn't have to look perfect, but you can add in orange, you can add in more pink, really can add in whatever you want. And now we're going to let that dry before we paint our island and our trees. Welcome back. So now that we've let our base dry, we're black paint for the island and the trees. I did 2 trees on one side, but you can do 1 tree, you can do a super straight tree, you can do a tree on each side. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever you want to do, but now we're going to use a smaller paintbrush because we're working with a smaller area, and we're going to put it in our black paint. And we're just going to go along the line that you made before with your island. Go along the line. I'm going to lift it off here so I can get all of it. You're going to go along your line. To create the outline for your island. Now, once you do that, you're just going to fill it all in with black paint. Brush is smaller now, so it might take a little bit longer. We're going to fill it all in with black paint. And then we're going to move on to our trees. Put your paintbrush down, and you can pick up your pencil, you can do it with your paintbrush. If you do it with your pencil, make sure not to press hard, otherwise it'll pull up the paint. But draw your trees. I'm going to do 2 trees again. And my trees have a wider base at the bottom, and then they come to a point at the top, and that's where the leaves are going to come off of. So I'm going to do 2 trees. And then just like we did with the island, you're going to go and outline the trees. And fill them in. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because nothing in nature is perfect. And fill in your trees. This is why we wanted a smaller brush. That way you can easily get the inside of the trees without painting everything else. And because this paint's dry, we can just paint right over it and cover it up. Once you've painted the base of your trees, the trunk of your trees, from the pointed tips, you're going to draw 5 or 4 branches going off in different directions. And from those branches, just draw little leaves. You can make them really full, you can make them really skinny, but on both sides, draw from the stem and go out. It's okay if they touch your sun. You're just filling in the leaves for your trees. And then do it on your other tree. branches. You can add coconuts if you want to. But there you go. There are your palm trees on your island. You can go back and go over your island if you want to make it more dark or if you want to change the layout. But there you go. Now, lastly, we're going to take a little bit of yellow mixed with white. To make a lighter yellow and just fill in your sun. You can reach out into the other yellow, but fill in your sun, and there you go. Now you have a sunset that looks beautiful, I'm sure, and once you let it dry, don't forget to sign your name, and you can hang it in your room. You can give it to one of your family members or your friends when we get out of quarantine, and I hope you enjoy your painting.